All right, family. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sara Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. That's right, family. This Sunday, October the 9th, 2022, the 12 deadly diseases, niggerdom, one of the most profound, rawest lectures ever. Hard truths that put fear in the heart of black people when you bring them up. The raw truths that 99% of black leaders won't acknowledge that even exist because of the fear it brings them when a solution is asked to be given. The elephants in the room that causes educated Negroes to become blind as Ray Charles when you ask them for understanding. The mental diseases that, if not cured, will leave African people crippled for eternity. The general will take you deep through the portal of psychoanalysis, and what you find will change your life forever. Don't you dare miss it. The link is right down there in the video description. Matter of fact, let me go on and throw it in the chat. Let me go on and throw it in the chat. Let me go on and throw it in the chat. Let me go on and throw it in the chat. Be in the house. Be in the house. Throw it in the chat and keep it moving. All right. Bingo. That's right. Ring the alarm. Say what? KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sara Seti DVD lectures, Jurassic and Classic, t-shirts and hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry. Got some new medallion necklaces popping off. Ife, Queen, necklace, medallion, even the finger ring. Got the lion head, a medallion necklace, King Tut, the all-seeing eye of Heru. Just a few, family. You see, holistic tonics and remedies. About that time to get your immune system together. In fall, you already should be, been started to get your immunity together. You understand? So you could be fortified for the winter. And so get on over there. We got the holistic tonics and remedies for you. Home decor, accessories for the home or home kitchen, the living room, the dining room. We got you. For the family that's trying to transform their African home into the African temple that they always wanted. KingSeti.com. Get on over there. That's right. Class is in session. Class is in session. Don't you dare miss it. GeneralSeti.com, Seti University, over 800 video presentations. Too raw for YouTube, Seti with the master teachers. When Egypt ruled the earth, the black woman is God. Olmec voyages of the Nile, Naga, from Naga to Nigger, holiday, Holocaust, occult science, debates, all world religions, video and radio interviews, and so much more. The complete General Sara Seti website, Seti University, GeneralSeti.com. That's right. And we keep it popping on Patreon. BPC making noise, we never come. Exclusive live stream, too hot to handle for YouTube. We about to drop tonight. Is it tonight? No, that's tomorrow. Hip hop should declare a state of emergency for the epidemic murders of rap artists. We dropping that tomorrow. Why do Europeans celebrate their most sacred holidays in the dead of winter? Dropping tonight. African people still possessed by the spirits of their slave masters. And I know it's going to shock you to get the answer. Also dropping, in the next couple of days on Patreon. You should get on over there and get that work. Period. That's how we just dropped, last week, King Nama, Father of Ancient Egypt 1 and 2. And make sure you get on, subscribe to my General Seti, King Seti, Sara Seti YouTube. Rock that notification bell. Get the videos a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Comment. Share it with your family. Comment. Say whatever you on your mind. Just don't say nothing I don't like. because I will block your ass. All right. That's right. YouTube family. We're in the house tonight. We're going to be dealing with something very, very powerful. I just got, just did, a powerful video on YouTube on just 30 minutes ago. The hip hop MC and the connection to the summoners and sages of old Africa. The hip hop MC and the connection to the summoners and sages of old Africa. And so now I got to come even deeper because I want, knowing the power and introducing you to the power that you possess deep inside of you, that they've known that you've had the power to summon. And that's why they banned the African language, banned the drum for a long time. The drum is back, but the language is still banned. You can't come out here and promote, and promote the African, revolutionary thought. You can't come out here and say no shit like that because they're going to be on top of your head. But what they will let you do is speak your own demise into existence. You can come out here and say, die, nigga, die, and die every day. And they'll be right there to broadcast that shit across all the news sources. They don't give a goddamn. You understand? They don't give a goddamn. And like I say, if nobody else, I see that there is, a terrible thing going on with, with our brothers across the board. You understand what I'm saying? But if you catch them here, then you can change them, in other areas, because this is one of the profound areas, hip hop, where the young brothers look, young sisters look also. You know what I'm saying? And we got to let them know, who they are, and they're and reconnect them to their black divinity so they can understand that the power that they wielding, that the power that they're wielding is a blessing that been given unto them by the cosmos, and that the messages that they spitting out of their mouth is coming to reality, that they're bringing. They have the power to, not everybody can do that. Not on the level that our peoples is doing it. You see, at all. Some people are just so more profoundly, you understand what I'm saying, talented in a certain area where other people cannot do those things. And so we've been known from ancient times to be summoners and sages, and can speak to the cosmos unlike any other people can do. You see? And so they've given us back the drum because they understand that the drum is the opener of the portals in our soul, and what comes behind that drum is very, very critical. You see? It's very, very critical. And so today, what I'm on, to show people, is that they subliminal. Thank you, family. They're subliminal worship of the Cro-Magnon Neanderthal. You see what I'm saying? Of the Cro-Magnon Neanderthal. The subliminal worship of the Cro-Magnon Neanderthal, and the words that they speak into existence, they don't even know they speaking. You see? They don't even know where it come from. Let me get in here. Now, today we're dealing with scandalous word origins. Let me get it up here. Matter of fact, let me come out of this one. Let me come up out of this one. Come into the other one. Yeah, I'm getting on God tonight. Call him up and let him know. Call him up and let him know. General Seti coming, about to go in. Scandalous word origins still defiling our vocabulary till this day. Scandalous word origins still defiling our vocabulary to this day. Now, This is going to be quick, but it's going to be so powerful. You see, a lot of people don't understand that you basically in worshiping Viking gods. You did not know that. You understand? You Greco-Roman, Nordic, Viking. You understand what I'm saying? Deities in the days of the week. In the days of the week. You see? In the days of the week. You see? In the days of the week. Also in other words, dealing with areas of the Cro-Magnum's origin. You see what I'm saying? In the Cro-Magnum's origin. And so we're going to bring some clarity to that today. We're going to bring some clarity to that today so that you can understand what is happening with your so-called mental liberation. You see what I'm saying? Is it really, is this a game that you're playing? Because there's no way I can see, and it's one thing to, I know it and I'm still in, but I didn't squoze all the life out of it. So I'm not just aimlessly calling this shit out. I make clear to anybody who I'm dealing with. I understand the origin of this shit. So I'm in control of it. It's not in control of me. You see, that's just like when I talk about Queen Victoria or Lake Victoria. You see what I'm saying? I say criminally rename Lake Victoria. I squeeze all the life out of it. So it don't have no power over me. I understand, and so I do the same thing with all this shit. And I profoundly speak straight to the people what it is, and what some niggas, they speak this shit as if, we got to speak the good English. We got to speak the Queens. This is some garbage. You understand? When you get into the root of this shit and what they believe in and the word origins that motherfuckers is speaking, there's no way you gonna tell me that this is something I should uphold and I should take my goddamn time to try to speak this shit profoundly. You understand what I'm saying? You a confused Negro. That's all you is. You understand what I'm saying? Language, you can speak any language and still be profound in who you are. So you can speak your African language and be even more profound because it's on the frequency of your spirit. It's on the frequency of your black divinity. And so when you speak and you ready, it's more profoundly, you understand what I'm saying, created so that, it ride the beat, it ride the frequency. You understand what I'm saying? This is what it do for you. So you're naturally in tune with self. You see? So you see right there, scandalous word origin still defiling our vocabulary to this day. Now, a lot of people don't believe, oh, these is Vikings? Yes. The English over here have much Viking blood running through their veins. You see? And so when you talk about, we know you love your queen just passed. Many of you niggas still mourning to this day. You still mourning. You know what I'm saying? You still snotting and weeping over Elizabeth. You see what I'm saying? Who herself was a German. A lot of people don't know and didn't do her genealogy to understand that she was a German. You see, she was a German, and and so one of her ancestors is the one that brought the Christmas tree to Britain. Because it was technically a German holiday. You see what I'm saying? That was brought to Britain. And so, like I say, one of her ancestors is the one that brought the Christmas tree to Britain for the first time, and it's documented. You see, so when you start talking about, we understand that the Roman conquest of Britain began AD 43 under Emperor Claudius. Okay, and so you got to understand that you got your little Roman worship that you do. You understand what I'm saying? You call the planets by British terminology. That's what you do. That's what you do. You give you know, you got the planets in the days of the weeks were also named after those same Roman deities until the Vikings took over. You see what I'm saying? When the fall of the Romans happened, then, you know, they end up leaving Britain. And from that point, the Vikings came in and pillaged and had, you know, put a lot of their blood into what you call the British. And so you see right here, the British Isles, Scotland, Ireland, England. See, I have to give you this because when I get ready to cut into that Santa Claus shit, I'm already warming you up to where that shit come from. So when I tell you that Santa Claus is Odin, when I tell you that Santa Claus has got many attributes of the Viking god Thor, I don't want you to act like you silly, nigga, like you don't understand that's what it is. So any of you niggas out there got Santa Claus, you know, and you gonna get your tree and shit that's German, nigga, that's Viking. That's what it is. And I'm warming your ass up because I'm going to set your ass on fire for being you know, mutiny, nigga, in the African community. Mutiny. That's all that it is. So when you see the Viking homelands, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Iceland, Finland, and then you see the Viking settlements. And so you see parts of the British Isle, England, Wales, Ireland, Scotland. You see what I'm saying? Those areas in which the Vikings came and conquered, and you know, they stayed there for a hot minute too. It wasn't, you know, and so now let's deal with some word origins that a lot of people don't, you know what I'm saying? And one of them is scandalous. You see, Scandinavia. You see, Scandinavia. And a lot of people don't understand that the word scandalous is rooted in Scandinavia, the land of the scandalous. I say, well, look, I'll be goddamn. Here we go. You understand what I'm saying? Here we go. The land of the scandalous. And not only that, let's deal with some things. Matter of fact, let me see if let me drop this shit down. So you see what scandalous now, but these are, but what I want to speak to you about is the fact that out of the land of the scandalous, in your days of the week, you got Tuesday, which I'm gonna break each day down, and I'm gonna cut into the demon of that day. You got Tyre or Tiwaz for Tuesday, a bloodthirsty god, blood sacrifice. Then you got Wednesday, Woden, the wild man, the Bigfoot. Everybody tell you, and I'm gonna show you that they've been knew about them. And you know, and a lot of people think it's just over there in India, and it's not. That shit all through the European continent. You understand what I'm saying? They got that what they call Wolfman disease all through the Europe. You know, where they just hair and they call them wild men, wild women, whole families. Like they got pictures of them in Europe. You understand what I'm saying? And so, you know, and so these are the deer. Wednesday is Woden. Woden rooted in woods coming out of the woods, and so these are the wild men. And so you for Wednesday, you calling on a perverted a Sasquatch, you understand what I'm saying, of English descent, Woden, Viking descent, that you call on every day. I wouldn't give a goddamn if you're a Christian, Muslim, I don't care what you is. You subliminally calling on these Viking gods. You call on them more than you call on the gods you say you believe in. Most of you niggas won't call on no Egypt. Y'all, you nigga Christians and Muslims and all this shit say you could never, and you a nigga. And that's what you is. You a nigga. You ain't got your divinity, black divinity. What else is you but a nigga? You see what I'm saying? A lot of people say don't use the word nigga. Why not? That's why we in the fucking condition we in, because we don't call shit like we see it. Should see it. It is what it is. You understand what I'm saying? It is what it is. Nigga is a mentality. And you gonna tell me you look out there, you don't see no niggas? Nigga is not a race, it's a mentality. Socially, economically, culturally, we niggas. Racially, we African, but culturally, socially, economically, we niggas. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm going to just tell you just like that. And then you got Thursday for Thor. Thursday for Thor. And that's and I'm going to get on that too. That's your Thanksgiving. That's your Thanksgiving. In the Viking world, November is their sacrifice month. They call it Blot, where Blot is blood sacrifice, where they take some of their cattle and they sacrifice, because this is the end of summer and fall, and so they sacrifice. You understand, for the gods, so that they would have mercy on their ass for the winter. They thank them for whatever, whatever cattle was born during that year. And so November is the Blot month, which is the blood month, where they give sacrifice. And why is it that Thursday in November on a Thursday, they have Thanksgiving? The only goddamn holiday. And Thursday is for Thor. Thursday is for Thor. I'm going to wake y'all ass up. You understand what I'm saying? To that. And so now you got the land, you got Scandalous for Scandinavia. Now, another word that comes directly from the Viking that people use to show you their spirit. And when I give you these words, I want you to relate them back to them gods and goddesses in the days of the week that you niggas call every day, whether it's Tuesday, whether it's Wednesday, whether it's Thursday, whether it's Friday. Four of them deities: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. All four of them is some demonic Viking entities. You understand what I'm saying? And even in their culture, they speak about them many of the time the same. Goddamn, I'm gonna give the reference to back it up. I'm just not gonna just spit on them. I'm gonna spit on them with the truth. You understand what I'm saying? And break they back. Now, one of the words that comes out of that culture that people use, berserk. You understand? Berserk. Now, the Viking crack troops were called the Berserkers. Let me show you one. Let me see if I can get this wild looking savage in there. Nothing but a savage. Okay. Some, they wear bear skins. You understand what I'm saying? Because I believe the term in the Viking language means bear. You see, it means bear. Some, but I've seen where they also wear the wolf. They also wear the wolf too. Now and what they say is these motherfuckers. Thank you, family. Let me put this up. Appreciate you, Tim Rock. Thank you, family. Appreciate you. And so let me get back on it. Let me get back on this beast. They wear bear skins, and sometimes they wear the wolf. Now, the god of the berserker, now the thing is, what they do is they get high. They don't, they say that they might have took that mushroom or whatever. And so they get so intoxicated on the dope, they go into a rage. And they supposed to take on the spirit of the wolf or the bear, and they totally go in rage. And so they call them berserkers. And this is where the word berserk come from. And the god of the berserkers is Odin, the god of Wednesday, that you niggas call on every day. Now, if you know the understanding and you speak, you break the spirit. You break the spirit. You understand what I'm saying? But if you aimlessly, nigga, you is subliminally being possessed, you calling into existence, you summoning into existence your own demise. The berserkers. Look it up. Look where the root of the word, if I'm lying. Another one of them, are the so-called Viking tribes, the Vandals. The Vandals. Okay? To vandalize. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, I'll say this is what a group. I mean, goddamn, every word that of such treachery come from the Vandals that sacked Rome. You understand what I'm saying? That's the Vandals. Now, if you into the Marvel comics, then you know you got the god Loki. You understand what I'm saying? You got the god Loki. And so this is the root of where you get the term loco. Little motherfucker that lost his mind. You see what I'm saying? Loki, loco. You go loco. So you didn't lost your, so all the words and shit speak, you understand what I'm saying, to some form of destructive mind, rage, and vandalism and scandalism. And you understand what I'm saying? The vandal and the scandal. The vandal that come out of scandal. You understand? So the Vandals of out of Scandinavia. So not only are you a vandal, you's a goddamn scandal. You's a scandalous vandal. Goddamn, man, what's going on? And you're loco. You's a berserker. You're high, running in, savage, enraged. And this is the guy. And see, when you deal with Tuesday, which is Tyr or Tiwaz, he's a god of war too. If y'all even play the game, the God of War, I think you see some of them gods in that game. You know, if you deal with the one that they say the one that's Valhalla or whatever. And so now, let me tell you where you get the term northern or north. You see? Because these is not just, arbitrary. These are just arbitrary words that people have chosen for the 4 cardinal points. You can put whatever word on the cardinal points that you want. It ain't got to be no north, no south, no east, or no west. These is words that have been created, you understand, from a European understanding to define the 4 cardinal points. You can use whatever word you choose as long as the understanding of what direction you still, got the concept. So the term Norn, Norn, the Norns are similar to, in Greek or Roman mythology, the fates, the 5 fates that weave the fates of all living things and know the fate of all living things. So the Norns are witches. I just want y'all to know that. And when you look them up in the Viking history, you will find that that's what they say they are, witches. You see what I'm saying? That's what they are. They're witches. And so when you say northerner, understanding the root of Norn, you're saying a race of witches. That's what you're saying. Okay? When you look up the word Norn, that's where north come from. It come out of Norn. Okay? And so they don't have no priestesses and shit. They got goddamn witches. This is the individual that weaves that type of power in the Viking realm or the European realm. They're witches. They're not called no goddamn priestesses. Okay? They're witches. Or vulva, which I'm going to get into. When you spell the word V-O, and Volvo come out of that. People don't know that. Vulva, V-O-L. I don't know if they spell it with the U-V-U, Volvo, or Volvo, Volva. I don't know if they spell it at the last V-O-L-V-A or V-U or V-O. You see what I'm saying? Which is, if they say use a vulva, that means that particular witch got the ability to see into the future. You see what I'm saying? They are seers. You see what I'm saying? And so they got, I'm gonna show you the movies that portray Vova, and you can look that word up and you can go do the research and you can see it for yourself. And so Frigga, which Friday was named after, she was a Vova. You understand? She was a seer, she was a witch. And even in the goddamn movie Thor, his mother, Frigga, she say, and they got the meme all through Google where it say, boy, don't you know I was raised by witches? She say the shit on the movie. Don't you know I was raised by witches? And I see things that most people can't see. So she said she was a seer. You see, she could see into the future and that she was raised by witches because she was a witch herself. You see what I'm saying? And so, that's enough. And so when you understand the root of and listen, family, even though I'm going through this and this is just the beginning. I'm going to be in this this fucking winter. You see what I'm saying? Bringing this up so that y'all can see the hell of a condition that you in. And so when you talk about Frigga, Frigga, which is the god, the witch goddess of Friday, Frigga is where you get frigid. You see what I'm saying? Frigid. So you already know this shit, harder, of ice. You see what I'm saying? So out of Frigga, you get frigid. Friday. So you already know what, and so you speaking this shit even now. This is crazy too. The term hell is Germanic. They have a goddess hell. Now, if you watch the movie Thor, that was in his sister in the movie, but I believe in Nordic mythology, hell was actually the daughter of Loki, the Loco one. You see what I'm saying? Fenrir, which was the great hound, the wolf. This motherfucker grew to be so large and shit that the gods had to chain his ass. You see, these was the children of Loki. So the term hell that is used in the Bible comes from the Viking Germanic script. That's where it comes from. Hell. That's the goddess of Hades. And so, their concept of hell or Hades was somewhat different than the Christian hell. Hades, hell to them was more of a grayish, you see shades and, it's just gray shades. You know what I'm saying? And so it was different than just the fire burning and burning and burning. But hell also come up out of the Viking vocabulary. So I'm thinking to myself, damn, hell, scandalous, frigid, Norn for witches, Loki, Loco, Vandal for vandalize, Berserkers, fucking Scandinavia, land of the scandalous. Hell was spelled with one L. H-E-L. That's all you use, H-E-L. God is hell. And they'll show it. She got one face, one side of her face was like normal, and the other side of her face was demonic looking. You see what I'm saying? And lastly, which is more words, but just to show you how profoundly a lot of these sick and the fact that you calling on these gods, and I mean this is the frequency that's coming from this. You see what I'm saying? We can't be talking about no liberation, and and that's why I did the first video of our people being by nature summoners and say where we summon through our voice and through the words that come out of our mouth, our existence. And so if this is the things that we're speaking and we're calling on the gods of our own oppressors, then we're calling on our own demise. We're calling on our own enslavement, and people wonder why we ain't free yet. You see what I'm saying? You got to start in the mind. And one of the last words that I want to show you, and I have more throughout, the studies of this holiday Holocaust, is the word grim. Grim. Now, one of the names of Odin was Grimnir. Okay, this is one of the names for him. So I don't want y'all to think that he was named. And no, this was taken from his name. You understand what I'm saying? And added to the English language. So Grimnir or Grimnar, and there's other term, is a name for Odin, meaning the hooded one or the wanderer. You understand? Or the veiled one. You understand? Meaning that he's, he moves as a shade, that he's a shapeshifter. You see what I'm saying? That he's hood. You don't know who he is. He can shape shift, and so you don't know who he is and what he could become. And so these is one of his names. You can look it up. Grimnar, Grimnir. Matter of fact, I backs my shit up. I don't want no motherfucker to think that, oh, Seti, no, fuck that. No, Let me show you. Matter of fact, it's G-R-I, is Grimnir. It's not A-R, it's I-R. Let me drop it on in here. This is a book. You can see right there the hang god Odin, Grimnir. You see? Wait a minute, hold on. Let me back my shit up. Okay, hold on. That ain't what I wanted. I just want the one where got the word on it. There's other terms with Grim in it too that, identify who he is. This is another one just to show you. This is another one just to show you that the term grim, so that means, goddamn, when you're dealing with these people, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Every fucking thing about them is on some goddamn, some very destructive ass shit. You see right there, Grimnir, that's Odin right there. So the word grim also is from this man. From this wild man. You know what I'm saying? And I throw it out there just so y'all can see. I ain't gonna spend, because I'm gonna deal with that wild man. Just so you can see that they got pictures of these motherfuckers all over. You see them right there. This shit, they, you know what I'm saying, hairy backed. You know what I'm saying? This is coming out of the English. You know what I'm saying? This is coming out of the English. You see him with the coat of arms and shit. Wait a minute, hold on. And see, they right there, they got this movie out called Wild Men. You see what I'm saying? They got this movie coming out. It's already out, called Wild Men. And you can see these motherfuckers right here dressed like Vikings and shit. You see what I'm saying? Dressed like Vikings. So you see Odin or Woden, you understand what I'm saying? The god of Wednesday, and Woden from woods. Now this the one I wanted just to show you, you know, and you see the motherfucker right there, you know, that's who he is. That's Odin. You know what I'm saying? They didn't clean him up. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's who and that's who became Santa Claus. That's who became Santa Claus. You see, Odin. I'm gonna show you. No, I don't want that. Uh-uh. I don't want that. I want the one with that beard. So people see who the fuck he is. You know. Let me get the Norse mythology one. Then I'm gonna get on up out of here because I gotta get on over there to Patreon to get this work. And so this who he become. This is who he become. You see? And so that way they didn't clean him up. You know what I'm saying? They didn't clean him up. But this is old. And let me go on and throw him in there side by side. So the wild man became Odin. And that's Odin, Woden. You know, you spell it with the Woden, Woden, Odin, Wutan. And so you get, depending on whether it's from Denmark, Scandinavia, you know, Norway, you get a different pronunciation. But that's who Odin be. He was a wild man. You understand what I'm saying? And today, niggas call on the wild man. Wednesday, they worship the wild man on for Santa Claus and so on and so forth. And so you got to know this shit. Wait a minute, fam. I got so many goddamn screens up. I done lost the goddamn screen I'm supposed to have. Hold on. Oh, here we go. I'll say, goddamn, I done lost it. Okay. And so that's right. That's right. We good. You know what I'm saying? Man, what the hell y'all talking about, man? Who the fuck? Man, who said that? Where you get that information from? Somebody, no, you didn't saw some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You didn't saw some bullshit. But anyway, family, this is just the beginning of the holiday holocaust. This is the beginning of the holiday holocaust where we gonna be going. And so there's gonna be a lot of cult shit going on between now and January. You see what I'm saying? And so if you looking for a ride, I guarantee you will not get no ride like you gonna get over here during these next couple of months. If you're looking to learn and go deep into some occult understanding and bring forth truth of your reality, not just you will look at the world totally different after these next couple of months. So stay in tune, family. I'm about to get over here to Patreon. If you're not on my Patreon, you should get on it. Straight up. Because if you want to get that extra work, then that's where you need to go, family. Because I'm gonna have a lot of information over there that's particular to my Patreon family. And so don't miss out. This is the General Sara Seti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.